Hey y'all, welcome back to Nails and Divination. Yes, I am rocking my real nails today. They are growing. I am proud of them. The thumbs. This one is just broke. It's struggling. But yeah, I just took my nails off, so that's why they look a little rough. Only until I put some more on. But today we have a yes or no pick a nail. Oh my gosh. I'm not even gonna start that over, y'all. I'm just gonna let it stay. Pick a card reading. You know what? Maybe that came out for a reason because I've always wondered should you guys be picked by some of my nail designs? Like I've seen another YouTuber do that, and her channel is not based on nails at all. Like not at all, but she just have nail designs to pick from. So I wonder, should I start doing that? But me being me, I'm like, oh, that's a little extra work to put in. That means I have to go and find them. I have so many, like I could do it, but I don't know. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. I've been thinking like some of the nails I like put off, and I save them. Like maybe I should just like have like one of those like press-ons here or something like that, you know. So I don't know. That's it's something to think about. It's something to think about. This is a short yes or no video. So the cards on the top is the animals that you're going to be led by. There is a card underneath. There are two cards underneath each one of these cards actually. And yes, it is another animal card. And the card underneath is going to be your yes or no. So look, if it's right side up, it's a yes. If it's upside down, it's a no. So I used to do it like that way back when I first started, and then I stopped. And then I thought that I should start by doing it again because I saw somebody else doing it, and I was like, oh yeah, that was back when times were much more simpler. Like I should start doing it back like that. So at least for this video, if it's right side up, if the card turns out right side up, it's a yes. And if it's upside down, then it is a no. Okay, there will be another animal card underneath. And then underneath that one is just a card that's going to go along with the message. Okay, so I think that's all I have to say, y'all. Are you guys ready? Let's go. Hey, group one, for those of you guys who are led to this llama here, I don't know if this has anything to do with your message. I didn't condition them to, but yeah, this is a llama card. I randomly pulled it. So I'm not even going to read the bottom part unless you just want to, but you can pause the video on that. But here are your cards. Oh, I'm used to saying that. Actually, the first card is going to be your yes or no. And it's right side up, so you have a yes. And it says graceful transformation, soften your heart and find your flow. Okay, so this is why I wanted to use these animal cards, because I feel like they have such good advice in there. They should be perfect for a yes or no. Okay, so I'm going to also pull this one over, and it says ancestral wisdom. Okay, should I read this or not? I'm not going to read it. If you guys can see it right now, you can take a screenshot, because I'm not going to read it, because I'm going to just kind of go off what I'm feeling right now. And I feel like this is something that you are being led to. You don't know. You're here because you really don't know. I think you really want divine guidance on this, okay? Like you're saying, okay, even if I do want to do this, is the universe backing me up? And the universe is backing you up, and your ancestors are backing you up. Your whole spiritual team is backing you up on this. You have a yes as you have a yes for your reading, and it's the swan card. So are you guys like swans? You guys spiritual animals? Like they are some animals that I recently started to look more up. So what did this say? Growth and transformation. Okay, yes. So this is going to be easier than you thought. This is something that's going to be easier than you thought. So yes, the universe is backing you up on this. Yes, you should go ahead and do this. This is definitely a positive yes. And I feel like when it says soften your heart and find your flow, what I'm getting from that is let this just happen naturally. Let this come into your life naturally, because your spiritual team would have put this in your life regardless. It's like if this is something you felt like you had to go out and find, or you're wondering if you should go out and find something, this is something that's going to come to you, and it's going to come naturally. And I'm getting, don't let this be too hard. Like, don't try to make this process hard, because this is going to be a graceful transformation, meaning grace and mercy is written all over this, meaning your spiritual team has destined this to happen for you. It's going to find you. If you have something on your mind and you're wondering, should I go out and find it? You can do your due diligence and, do your part and seek something. If that's what you need to do. I really feel like this is something that's going to find you, though. I feel like it's one of those things that's going to just fall in your lap. And yes, I know we get those readings that say, life doesn't work like that. Things don't just fall into your lap. And if you guys, if you live long enough, I don't even feel like you have to have lived like to be like an older person or anything like that. I really feel like if you have experienced this, some people just haven't experienced this, and that's okay. Whereas, and this has happened to me a bunch of times in life, in life. And if you guys are on this reading, I feel like you know exactly what I'm talking about, because it has happened to you too. Whereas you were looking for something, and then the next thing you know, it came to you. So I was just telling my friend the other day that it was something that I was looking for, and I had looked for, and I was looking really hard for it. But the thing that I really wanted, I didn't even have to look for it, because it came to me. And what happened was, I was watching YouTube one day, and when the ads popped up, and it was an ad, and I was like, let me check this out. So I went and Googled it, and I was like, okay, this sounds like this is exactly what I was looking for. And it was a local thing. You know how sometimes you get local ads too. So it was like a local thing, and checked it out, and it was like right up my alley. So it was something that actually came to me. So I will say, maybe if you guys just can't let go of control, go ahead and do it the hard way if you want to, but you really don't have to, because Spirit is saying, like, we already know that this is something that you're seeking, so we're going to bring it to you. So your answer is a yes, and I feel like you can go ahead and get happy. You can go ahead and rest. You can go ahead and just not look for anything else, because some of you guys have been looking. You really just want to hear, like, this is, like, I found the right thing, and you have found the right thing, okay? And it probably came to you. It probably came to you really easy, and that's why you're here, to see if it's right or not. And yes, it is. I'm getting like goosebumps, you guys, because I feel like some of you guys are like, yes, 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 yes. I really wanted a yes. I really wanted to hear a yes. And you do have a yes, okay? Graceful transformation. And I just feel like that means it's just going to come to, you can sit back and rest, because this is something that's going to come to you. Don't try not to put too much of hard energy into it. It's just not meant to be that way. The universe is backing you up in this, okay? Okay. That's all, y'all. Continue to come and grow with me and subscribe. Like this video if you liked it. Well, what do I say next, y'all? So we can become a part of each other's tribe. Bye. Hey, group 2, for those of you guys who relate to this panda right here. Okay, so if you want to read this, you can. I'm not really led to read the cards. I really feel like, I just picked 3 random cards. So I'm not going to use this as part of your message, and you can, if it resonates with you, then you guys can, but I'm going to put this to the side. And your next card is going to be your yes or no. If it's upside down, it's a yes. If it's right side up, hold on. If it's right side up, it's a yes. If it's upside down, it's a no. And you have a yes. Okay, Lion, and it says, honor your soul and celebrate its journey. Oh, great. You guys, I got happy because it says celebrate your journey, honor your soul and celebrate its journey. This reminds me of instantly reminds me of Mariah Carey Vision of Love song. And I was talking to my sister one day and I was telling her it's not a love song. She was like, it's not. I was like, I never looked at it as a love song. I thought she was talking to her destiny the whole time. Like when it comes on, she says, "You treated me kind, sweet destiny," and she's just so thankful and just appreciative of how much her destiny took her from what she used to be to where she's at now, and she's really giving all the great gratitude to her life's journey, and she's really thankful for the good and the bad in that song. So I am getting that Mariah Carey Vision of Love energy. You guys go look that up, go listen to the words to that song. It's like one of my favorite songs, if not my favorite song of all time. And I feel like that's what you guys need to do. Like it says, look at it like Mariah Carey did. Honor your soul and celebrate its journey, because through the, you have a yes, okay, but through the good and the bad, like everything happens for a reason, and you just have to be strong sometimes. You know what? My favorite part of that song is when she says, y'all, I got distracted right when I was about to tell y'all the favorite part of that song, my favorite part of that song, because the one thing I wanted the most in my grocery order list is being refunded. They did not tell me it was low in stock. Mad. And I was trying to go right through it, and then I forgot. I was trying to like kind of ignore it and keep going, which I was reading, and then I kind of got off track with what I was saying. I'm trying to think of my favorite part of that song. I'll pause the video if I don't remember it right away. What is it? When she says, let me see. Oh, okay, you guys. I know. It's just this part really resonates with me when she says to pray through the night, felt all alone, carried me through desperation, carried the weight on my own, had to be strong, so I believe, knowing the one that I needed would find me eventually. Then she started saying she had a vision of love, and it was all that it turned out to be. And that's what I'm telling you guys right now. As much as you pray, as much as you felt alone, you still had to find that strength from somewhere, and you just had to believe that the place that you wanted to go in life, the one thing that you know that you're gonna really love, it's still there for you. It's waiting for you. Oh my gosh, let go. Okay. So like I told the last one, you guys, I'm not going to I said I wasn't going to read it. I think I am. Once you let go of the outcome, you'll be able to release all of the emotional constraints that you have held back in the past. Trust in the higher good and guidance of spirit, as we have only your best intentions at heart, and we'll do everything in our power to protect you. That goes along with this right here. Okay. And like I was saying, have strength for, as a lion, ask for strength, pray for strength if you feel like you have to get through something. So you guys have a yes for whatever this is. And now what I'm feeling, I don't know if this is you found it? Okay. Well, it's okay. Oh, just sit it back there somewhere. So, I don't know if this is a positive yes or a negative yes for you guys, but I always say when you come to my readings, you don't have to condition your question in any kind of way. because usually I can pick up if it's a positive or negative yes. So you guys just go with whatever you need, okay? Because this is a yes, and the message that I'm led to give you guys is pretty much to respect your past, celebrate everything that you've been through, the good and the bad, you know. Let go of the fact that, hey, things were like this in the past. Because you know what? If you want to manifest, if you really want to manifest a yes in your life, or you want a yes, the one thing you will have to do is, now you already got a yes. You know, I don't do maybes in my videos. I've said that before. So, but the quickest way for you to kind of detour your path is when you start to hang on to a lot of the past, and then you start to not have faith, and you just don't believe something is going to happen. Sometimes if it's just really, you know, like destiny aligned, and I feel like this is one of those things, then it will still happen. But some certain things that are just your choice, like you really can, like you really can make your situation go to a negative place when you're thinking negative. So I feel like Spirit is saying this is a yes, and I really feel like it's going to stay yes, you guys. I really do. But maybe for some of you guys, this is something that could turn into a no, especially since I'm not feeling that the energy is positive or negative. For some of you guys, this could turn into a no if you do not let go of past hurts that's keeping you in a negative situation, because you have to believe. That's keeping some past situation that's keeping you from believing. And I totally understand, because I'm not saying you guys are not justified, because I totally understand when you have been through something in life, and you probably went through it more than once, and now you're trying it again, or you feel like maybe it's something you have to try again, because I've been through this before. You have to do it again. And if it's up to you, you wouldn't do it. But if it turns out good, then yes, it'll be great. But in your experience in the past, this has only been bad. So you can't let that go. You can't really have faith to say, oh yeah, you know, this is going to be good, it's going to be great, I'm going to get this, I'm going to receive this is going to be for me. You can't really have faith that that's going to happen when you know in the past you have only gotten negative things from it, okay? Because usually when things like that happen, to me, I start thinking, well, maybe this is not for me. But see, this thing has found its way around to you guys again. And that's what I'm really thinking. You guys let me know in the comments. Is this something that you guys you felt like you dealt with in the past, and it wasn't good in the past, and now you're seeing that you're meeting up with it again? Now, it could be a good thing if it goes good, but in your experience, it don't usually go good. And you guys, you know what? I used to hate when I got those readings that said this time, but the next time it's going to work. I used to hate that. And I'm going to say that this time, like you was maybe the first time is supposed to be a no, or the next time is supposed to be a no, or a negative or another negative situation, and then the third time it was another learning lesson or negative situation. But this time though, this time is the one. I really think so. That's all, you guys. Like this video if you liked it, and continue to come and grow with me, and subscribe so we can become a part of each other's tribe. Bye. Hi, group 3. For those of you guys who were led to the sloth, you can read that if you like. Oh my gosh, y'all, don't look at my nails. They are disgusting right now. I just took my nails off. You can read this if you want. Like, I literally just picked through random cards, not for the message or anything. But if you relate to the sloth, here is your yes or no. Okay, if it's right side up, it is a yes. If it's upside down, it is a no. This is a no. Okay. This is a no. Let's see what we got. Courage. Oh. You are being tested. Have faith and stand in your truth. Okay. Were you guys led to the last one too? If you weren't led to the last one, don't go to the last one, because I feel like the message is going to be very similar. Okay. So I don't want nobody to get confused, and I'm not going to be the reader that says, oh, number one was similar to this one, so maybe you guys should go to number one because number one was similar to this one. Like, no, like something that can confuse the mess out of people, and then they go to number one and the number one is similar, but it's kind of like not what you need to hear for your situation. So I'm not going to tell you guys, if you weren't already led to it, don't go to it, okay? But if you were led to, or wonder if you were led to it, I'm mad. They keep refunding my stuff. I'm going to cancel this order because they keep refunding my stuff. Y'all, I was mad on the last reading. Hold on. Y'all, I had to pause this and go and check on my order because I had to come back to y'all in the right energy. Like, I hate when you do an online grocery order, you select your replacements and then they totally ignore them and they just start refunding everything. Like, and it happens a lot when you're vegan, and a lot of times they don't have the things that you want. But I was able to settle down a little bit because when I got back to there, y'all, I know this has nothing to do with your reading. I don't think it do, because sometimes I tell my stories and then they do. But just to tell y'all what happened, because why I so abruptly got off. When I went back, I didn't select any replacements. So, yeah, my fault. But there was like 3 items, so that's not bad, but that was too much. That's enough for me to cancel the whole order. I would do that. You guys' card said, okay, anyways, that's that. You guys can laugh with me in the comment section and let me know if you go through that too. Like, do you just, like, if a lot of your stuff is missing or some of your main stuff that you really wanted, do you just like get frustrated and just cancel the whole thing? Because sometimes I feel like as a vegan, they don't look for the stuff, because this is stuff that be in the grocery store every single time I go, and I feel like they don't really want to look for it. Okay. Anyways, that's that. Y'all let me know in the comment section. We can laugh together. And it says, yeah, it was reminding me of the last one though. Your courage, you're being tested, have faith, and stand in your truth. This was a no. Based on what it says, maybe this is a no that can turn into a yes, or maybe this is just not a negative no. This could be, it's my boyfriend cheating on me. No. So that would be a positive no. And I tell you guys all the time, you don't have to condition your questions a certain kind of way when you come to me, because I'm going to tell you the energy behind the yes or the no. And in this case, you guys know whether you needed a positive yes or a positive yes or negative no or not. You know if you needed a positive no or a negative no or not. You know that. And I'm going to kind of give you both ways because it is a no, and maybe, but I think the no, for those of you guys, and the no, if you wanted this no to be a yes, I'm going to tell you how to simply turn this into a yes, okay? And for those you guys, if you were looking for a yes and you just got a no, I'm going to tell you how to simply turn it to a yes, okay? For those of you guys who wanted a no and you want it to be a positive no, your answer is no, and it's a positive no, okay? So, like, I always use that for an example, you guys. It's my boyfriend cheating on me. No. Give me another example for a positive no. You guys know what I'm saying. I don't need another example. Am I going to get put out? No. And I just saw the preview, like, right before I started this movie. Oh my gosh, right before I started this video, I'm always getting, like, tongue twisted. I saw the new Tyler Perry movie with Taraji P. Henson, and looks like she had got put out. And so that's where I'm getting that from. Like something like that, you guys. So this is a positive no. I'm going to speak to you guys first who know would like to be a yes, because the way you're going right now, you're going to manifest this no. And I did say on the last one that, but you know, the thing is, like I said, don't go to the last one if you're not led to it, because I don't feel like their answer could change. And for you guys, I don't feel like you guys' answer can change either. I mean, for you guys, you do have a no, but I do feel like your answer can change, okay? The last people, I didn't feel like that. You guys, I do feel like your answer can change, okay? So, I feel like I'm looking at the fact that it's a kangaroo. It could be up or you know, I'm hearing like this could be up or this could be down, depending on your faith. There you go. That's how you change it. You gotta have faith. Did you want to hear that? I know it's hard to hear that. It's hard for me to hear it sometimes. I want to go ahead and turn over this card. Yeah, breathe, release. You have to release this, you guys. You guys can read this if you want to. I'm not going to read it, so screenshot this. I'm not going to read that. I'm going to go intuitively with what I'm being led to say. Okay, so I'm gonna move my hands out the way. You guys know I don't read. I don't talk with my hands a lot. I don't do a lot of this. Or that. I don't know. Maybe a little bit, but not really. So I like to kind of move my hands out the way. But yeah, release. Even this came out in a negative form, or you know, upside down. Breathe, release the stress from this, because the way you're going right now, you're manifesting this no, and you want a yes, or I don't know if you need a yes, like if you just really, really need this to be yes, the way you're going right now, you're going to manifest a no, because your energy is not bringing in what it needs to bring in. The universe cannot help you manifest this because your vibrations are so low right now. It's okay, you guys. I'm going to try to see if I can like pull your vibrations up some, you know, if I can help you with that, because I'm not saying you're not justified, because I've been through this before. You guys are justified, okay? Like if anybody is going through something and they're just feeling low and they're just feeling like so faithless, then hey, I mean, I gotta believe that you have a reason for feeling like that, you know? And maybe things have been like that in your life, like going up and down all the time. Like nothing is just stable. It's just really been like what's the little ride at the park that does like this? But you know, I can say like a scale. It's been really imbalanced, and you guys are probably just saying, I just want some balance. I want some stability for a little while. Okay, and if that's what you want, first off, I'm going to tell somebody this. I'm getting the energy of settling. Don't settle, okay? If you don't know the difference, I was just talking to my friend about this the other day, and I'm learning myself the difference between settling and being humble about something, or just what is settling. And settling is when you have to convince yourself of something. Like, yeah, you'll take it. Yeah, it's good. But do you really want it though? Or are you saying, well, I guess I could do this to it, you know, like I wanted to make this strawberry honey bun cake, y'all. And I was looking for red cake mix, not red, strawberry cake mix, and it had red 40 in it. Okay, I don't like the artificial dyes, and I was like, oh my gosh, does this exist? And I was like, I guess I can do it this time, maybe just one time. I'm gonna do me a little detox afterwards. Yeah, you know, maybe I can do, you know, you're convincing yourself that something is good. And I was settling for one, the cheaper one, and for the thing that took the less hassle. When what I ended up doing was just buying a much better and much safer ingredients more organic, and I forgot the brand, because if I knew the brand I would tell you guys, but it's in my Kroger cart, and it was just a better flour, and it was organic, healthier, and it's just a white flour. And so, like unbleached, all that good stuff like that. And so, of course, it costs a little bit more. It's only like a little bit more. It's like $5 or whatever. And y'all know cake mix can be like $2 or something. And I looked up to see how to make it strawberry, and people was like, yeah, just put strawberry jam or strawberry puree in there. And then when I went to those, they were a little pricey, and I made sure I got the organic strawberry puree. Um, so I can make this as healthy as I can, because when it comes to certain things, because I try to tell myself sometimes, like, well, you don't always eat healthy. Like, I try to always eat healthy, and no, I don't always eat the healthiest, and I do have my, I guess, my fun times and my breaks where I would eat what they would call vegan junk food. Like tonight, I actually got me a diet pizza coming because I did not feel like cooking tonight. Do y'all like those diet? I don't really like diet stuff. Some of it is okay. The diet pizzas, I learned that you got to cook them just right, and they'll be edible. But they had a new flavor that I wanted to try. I hope it don't disappoint me. But y'all, what I'm saying is that's what settling is. That's exactly what settling is. Instead of going to find what you really want, and when you going to find what you really want, then you might have to like put different things together so you can get exactly what you really want. You might have to pay a little extra to get exactly what you really want. So and I'm getting settling energy. So I think once you guys can, for one, work on this settling aspect that you have, I think that would be enough for you guys to say, you know what, I'm going to go after what I really want. Because when you don't, you usually can kind of like keep going around the mountain and manifesting the same thing over and over again. You don't want to do that, huh? Okay, so that's how we're going to get your faith up. That's how we're going to pull your faith up, okay? You're going to have courage. And like this says, you are being tested. Have faith and stand in your truth. So the stand in your truth part, that's just confirming more and more about what is your truth. What is it that you really want? Stand in your truth. Do not settle for anything less than what you deserve. Once you can say, I'm not going to settle for anything less than what I deserve, I'm going to stand in my truth. Once you can say that firmly, that's enough to get your faith up right there. Because then you're going to say, you know what? I have the courage to do this. I'm going to go into this in a higher vibration, and I'm going to stand in my truth, and I'm going to get exactly what I deserve, okay? And you guys, I understand, like I was telling the last card people, that I understand when you have always tried, where you have did something numerous of times. You tried something numerous of different ways, and it's always failed. And now you're being met with this same obstacle again. And you're like, oh no, I don't even have the energy for that no more. Like, how is this finding me again? Now, it's probably something that you would want if it could happen correctly, but in your experience, it never happens correctly. So, with that being said, like I told the last group, I was like, y'all, I used to hate when I heard readers say, but it's going to be good this time. Try it again this time. Because nothing against the readers. It's not them. It's me. It's me and my afraid, fragile mindset that's like, oh no, like I don't want to hear that again. Because every time I've tried it, no, it does not work. And I feel like this time, try it again, okay? And then, yes, there are times where Spirit is telling us to try something again. And then when we do it, it's a lesson in it. Yeah, I know. But we can't just not do something just because we're afraid of the fail. We have to do stuff because we are also excited about the lesson. Because we know that we need the lesson. How would you know that person was your enemy if you didn't invite them in and was being nice to them and fed them and when they were hungry and was there for them when they were gave them medicine when they were sick, rubbed their back, dried their tears when they had a breakup, and you did all that just for that same person to not be there for you when you needed them to. How would you know that person was your enemy unless you let them in? And then if you're gonna say, well, I prefer to just not go through nothing like that at all, okay, well, when the next person come up, you're not gonna be able to see the signs. So you saw when that happened, your ancestors was there for you, your spiritual team was there for you then. You saw that, okay, my spiritual team didn't just take me through this just to hurt me. They didn't take me through this just to be mean. They're taking me through this because I am much loved and you are much chosen also. Usually the chosen have some of the hardest journeys, okay? And if you know they brought you out of that situation, if you know that in the past, even though you've been through some hard stuff, they usually brought you out of it, then you can have faith into knowing that they will bring you out of it again. Just think about it. Even though there's times where you probably feel like your spiritual team let you down, think about that time when you felt like your spiritual team brought you down, like let you slip. Didn't you still learn something from it? Wasn't it that was probably one of those very valuable teachable lessons? I bet you'll never do that again, huh? I bet you'll never go that route again, huh? So, even within lessons like that, we can still say, okay, well, I know that my spiritual team has always been there for me, and they've only taken me through stuff for my own good, and that's enough to have faith in. So for one, I think you guys need to have some courage, and you kind of have to have more faith in yourself. For one, stand in your truth and know exactly who you are and what you're going to deal with, what you're not going to deal with, what you want and what you really don't want. Stand in your truth. That can build up your faith too, especially faith within yourself. Because now you can say, you know what? Now that I know that I'm going to go into this as a more stronger person, you can know that things can have a potential to go more so your way, because now you're going into it like, okay, this is more likely to go my way because I'm not going to let anybody walk all over me, and I'm not going to just pick any and everything. I'm going to pick what's specifically for me. If that's your situation, when you know you have, and sometimes it takes that, you guys, sometimes you kind of have to know that you have more of a good chance of winning. When you do that, you're going to know that you have a good chance of winning, and that's what's going to increase your faith right there. You're going to be like, yeah, you know what? I got this. I believe in myself now. I believe in myself. And like I was saying, once you can say, my spiritual team has always been there for me, My spiritual team has always brought me out of situations. They have always done everything for my good. Why shouldn't I have faith in them now? I want to have faith in them now. And then you can also just pray and say, hey, you know what? I'm not going through that thing again. That thing that I went through that gave me like the last 12 negative responses. The last 12 negative things that happened. And you're telling me to do it again? I'm being a little extra when I say 12, you guys. You probably just been through it like twice, maybe 3 times or whatever. Because I think, wow, 3 is a lot to go through the same thing. But the last 12 times that happened, hey, don't take me through that no more, through that anymore. And I do that sometimes, you guys. And I say, hey, don't take me through that anymore. If you want to show me a lesson, let's do it another kind of way. And sometimes I say, where's the angel of destiny? Can we do this another type of way? Because do y'all remember that episode of Charm? If you don't, I'm going to tell you where Leo was supposed to die, but Piper was like, absolutely not, because he just lost his wings for me, and I'm going to go to whoever I can go to say, hey, let's do this another kind of way. Why does Leo have to die after all that we've been through? And she went to the avatars and she went to the elders, and they were like, we don't control life and death. You're going to have to go to somebody bigger than us. And then finally she found the angel of destiny. And the angel of destiny was like, I can't really do nothing about that either. She was like, but I can tell you why Leo has to die. And she was like, because you're about to go through something that's just, that's going to almost break you. You guys have one more battle ahead, and this battle is going to almost break you, and you're going to need that strength. And when Leo passes, that will give you that strength. Piper was like, absolutely not. I'm going to just allow us to go through this thing and let us figure it out. And can you do something else with Leo? And they decided to freeze him. And if they passed that test, then they would get Leo back. They passed the test, they got Leo back. So, with that being, and I said all that to say, sometimes you guys can say, like I always say, I don't even know if there is an angel of destiny. I always say, hey, where's the angel of destiny? Hey, I can't go through this again. If y'all gonna take me through that thing that y'all took me through before, because that's kind of what it's looking like. Can you not? Can I do something else, please? The thing is, you guys, you got to know that it's probably got to be something equally as gruesome if they do take you through something else. But sometimes I just tell myself, hey, not that. Okay, so you can do that, because I feel like every time I've done that, things don't end up going the way that I feel like they're going to go. And sometimes it's probably me just being paranoid anyways. There's a lot of times where I feel like something is going to happen in the worst way, and then it never happens like that. With that being said, hey, I've lived I've lived like a rough life, okay? I lived where I feared the worst thing happening, and the worst thing happened. And when it happened, it was horrible and very scary, okay? So, I've heard people say before, oh, like usually I'm fearing something is going to happen, and then it never happens. Oh, that hasn't happened to me before. It's been times where I feared the worst thing happening, and it did happen. I could have manifested or whatever, but I want to be one of those people that say, oh, I was just fearing this happening, and every time I fear something is going to happen, it doesn't happen. Like, it's like manifestation just works different for them. Y'all, don't it seem like that sometimes with some people? And you're like, oh, why do I get the hard life? I understand what you're saying, because like that's how I feel sometimes. Like, why do I get the hard life? But hey, we all have our journey. So that's you guys. You wanted it to be yes? Then stand in your truth. Don't settle for less. Have faith in your spiritual team so you can manifest, because this depends on your energy, you guys. Sometimes they will ignore our energy And especially like I was saying on the last card, if it's something that's just set in your destiny, then it's going to happen no matter what. But if this is something that's your decision, then it can depend on the energy that you're in. And this is one thing that I don't know what it is, if it's your destiny or not, but I know you are definitely manifesting a no here because of your current energy. Change it. Listen to the words that I said today so you can change that energy. And then this is actually something that can change you to a yes. This is something that can change if you're looking for a yes. So it's kind of like, yeah, you got to know, but you're going to have to change your energy, and it can definitely change into a yes. This is not a no, and it's going to stay a no. It's not, okay? And I didn't talk to the people who I didn't talk. I spent all my time because that's why I knew I was going to not really have a message for the people who just wanted to know, because usually when it comes to people, but that's all for the people who wanted a yes and got a no. But for the people that wanted a no and you got a no and it was supposed to be a positive no, in my experience, that's usually not too much of a message for that, because like no's are usually just that. No's are usually like, no, you can't do this. No, you can't do that. And sometimes they can tell you why, but that's if you can't do something or something that's negative. Usually when it's positive, in my experience, it's not usually much of a message for it, okay? And it seemed like the message came out for the other people, but now that but when I look at this card and I'm looking at it in a positive way, I feel like some of you guys, now that your answer is no, that now you can breathe. Now you can release this and say, okay, it's not happening. This is not happening. Like, he's not cheating on me. Great. Or, no, I'm not going to get kicked out. Great. So, or, like, no, the worst is not going to happen. Whew, great. I feel like pretty much that's your answer. And y'all, like I was saying, usually people who want to hear a no and it's positive, the no is positive for you, that's not really much of a message, okay, when it comes to that. And that's all I'm getting for you guys, that if anything, you can just rest. And if you're not resting on this, rest on this no answer, because this is a positive no for you. And just be happy. The only thing that I know that like I was saying, I watched the new Tyler Perry starring Taraji P. Henson, and she was getting ready to get put out. So, I hope it's nothing like that. But if it's something like that, what I'm saying is, you guys, if you were just really scared about something happening, and I'm here to tell you, no, it's not going to happen, and you're not resting in that right now, what Spirit is saying, yes, this is something you can rest in. Like, when you turn off this reading, you can lay down and take a nap. Spirit is saying you don't have to do anything else, okay? I'm hearing that for somebody specifically. You don't have to do anything else. Spirit is saying the thing that you want to be over is over. So you don't have to do anything else. There's no more work needed. And Spirit is saying if there's anything else needed, then we're going to provide it. I'm hearing that too. Someone wants something to needs something to go along with this, and they're going to be provided this. That's all I'm hearing. I'm hearing that clearly. If there's something else you need, though, and it's going to be provided, but do you have to put any more work in or any more effort in? No, you don't. And maybe that's what you guys are asking too. Like, do I have to do more of this or more of that? No. Leave it as it is. It's perfect as it is, okay? When you turn off this message, you lay down and you go to sleep and you don't worry about this thing no more. Okay, this is your ancestors speaking to you. I feel like somebody is saying, this is your grandmother speaking to you. Okay, like somebody's grandmama will always say, do you hear what I'm saying? Somebody's grandmother or mother or something like that, but I'm hearing mostly grandmother. I'm hearing a little bit of aunt too. So like somebody, like they are used to hearing this person saying, do you hear what I'm saying to you? Are you listening to me? Or something like that. You guys comment below and tell me if this is something one of your relatives will always say to you. And they're saying like, because it seems like you're not gonna listen or something. You're gonna pick back up the stress and continue to go after the stress when they're saying no. After this reading, you literally lay down and you better not do anything else. Like, I'm feeling like this ancestor personality that's like really strong, you know, and really like stand on my own, like 10 toes down type personality. The kind of personality that I was saying that you need when it comes to that the other people feel like, that the other people that I was talking to that wanted to guess, that's the type of personality I feel like that they need, stand 10 toes down on something, and you guys might need to hear that too. But yeah, that's what I'm hearing, you guys. You have a no, you can breathe, like nothing bad is going to happen. That's what I'm hearing, okay? So that's all, y'all. Continue to come and grow with me and subscribe. Like this video if you liked it, so we can become a part of each other's tribe. Bye.